Southern Miss?
We're just going to prepare the same way. They got a lot of talent down there. I think they'll be a little better than they was last year. So we're approaching it just like any other game. Just steady, go out there and practice hard and let everything else take care of itself.
Coach Millen talked about the importance of this series existing, playing Southern Miss. What's your perception of this series against Southern Miss?
I think it's huge. Huge for the state, huge for our fans, just because it's an in-state rivalry. And I know those guys be ready to play just because we're in the same state. Probably played with a lot of those guys in high school, so I think the emotions to be high. It's going to be a great environment, so those guys will be ready to play. So that's why it's so important that we prepare and be mentally ready to play.
What do you remember about last year's game against them?
Last year's games, I think our home field advantage kind of helped us out a little bit. Just the opening of the new stadium, the 100-year thing, and I think we came out and attacking fast. But it's a different year this year. Not thinking about last year at all. Just to go out there and prepare, just like we're playing a new opponent, and prepare the best way we can so we can make sure that we can put ourselves in position to get a win.
Now, they seem to be a team, too, that's putting a lot into this game. They're really excited about you guys coming down there. How do you prepare for that part of it? I mean, the emotional part of it, knowing that they really want to knock off an SEC school.
I mean, it's just part of it. You playing in the SEC program, and they're in Conference USA, which probably considered a little smaller than SEC school. So we know it's a big time environment. We know what's at stake for those guys, and we know just the pride level just for our school and their school. So we know those guys are going to play hard, but we feel like we're just going to play just as hard. So we're just going to go out there and prepare the same way we've been doing, and hopefully everything will take care of itself. I think a thing that helped us out a lot was the 1As and 1Bs. I played a lot of football with Richie and Zach, just due to sometimes the way we rotated. So I'm very confident with those guys, and I know those guys learn from Matt and B-Mac. So I know I don't feel like it would be a let off. We hate to lose those guys because those guys were talented, but I feel like those guys will be ready to play, and I think we all confident with them just because the rotation we had last year allowed us to play with them during some games.
It's a different position group, but how important is it for the entire defense to be on the same page and that chemistry being, how important is that?
It's key. It's key. I think that's the main thing we stressing this year. Everybody be on the same page because some of the smaller things could hurt you and cause you to lose a game. Even not this week or the next week. Later on down when you get in November, you playing some of the tougher games. So it's key that we work together and be on the same page every day. And we have one goal as a group, so that we can all have the same chemistry, the same mindset, same goals. So I think it's very key. That's one thing we've been stressing this whole training camp.
You've already graduated. You've been honored a few times for academics.
Yeah.
What makes that important to you? Obviously, it's something you care about.
I just feel like you got to make the best of your opportunity. Every time you get an opportunity, I think you should make the best of it because football is not forever. So I just want to make the best of my opportunity. I don't want to be the guy to come back and say, I wish I would have did this, I wish I would have did this. I want to give 100% to everything I do here at my time at Mississippi State because it is limited. And when I look back, I just won't have no regrets. I gave my all in the classroom, on the football field, and I will have no regrets. So that's why I think it's so important to me.
You say it's not forever. What do you want to do when you finish football?
I want to be a coach or a mentor. I think I had a lot of coaches throughout my high school and college career who would poured in my life or made a difference in my life. Encouraged me, encouraged me to do good in school, in football or whatever it may be. And so I wanted to get the same thing to some kids because a lot of people I know, they lack that, it kind of lead them down the wrong path. So if I could reach one or two people, like somebody reach me, I think the greatest thing you can do for somebody, impact their lives, in a positive way. So I think that's something I want to do after football is over.
How heavily involved was Southern Miss in your recruitment?
They recruited me a little bit my junior year, but I think they had a coaching change, so it was just very small, a few months maybe over the summer. But other than that, it went too. I ain't really stay in contact with them.
Do you feel like Do you feel like the secondary has something to prove this year? And if so, how are you going to go out and do it?
Say that again.
The secondary, do you feel like you have something to prove this year? And if so, how will you go out there and prove it?
I wouldn't necessarily say we have something to prove, but I do think we need to improve from last year. There's no question at all. We gave up too many deep balls last year. It's not a secret. Everybody know it. We know it too. We stress it in our training camp. But I wouldn't say that we have something to prove. I think our main goal is to win football games and be the best secondary that we can be, and which our goal is to be the best secondary in the nation, the SEC. So I think that's the only thing we really concentrate on, but we do have to be better than secondary this year in order for us to reach our goal.